What is going on, guys? First video for 2019, so let's get it started. Alright guys, so what to expect. Originally, I was going to downsize the fish room. I was actually going to break the fish room down and move it to a smaller room, but the wife went ahead, gave me the go ahead, keep the fish room. The stipulation was I need to make it more presentable. So that's what's going to happen. I'm going to tear all these tanks down. Well, not necessarily tear them down, but drain them all, move them, play around with it what I can, and basically everything you guys seen before for racks and shelving, it's gonna all go. I have to redesign the whole fish room to make it more presentable. So that's gonna be a pretty big task. So follow me through that. I will be starting that shortly. For now, I want to go ahead and show you guys a new tank I've been working on. This right here, this is a new tank. I'm not going to go into too much detail about this tank. You guys did get a sneak peek when my little girl did the end of the year video, which is going to be right here. When you guys have a chance, check it out. That's actually, it was her very first own video. She's pretty proud of it. So for today, there are new species I want to show you that you guys have not seen yet, and a new tank, a 20 long, that you guys have not seen yet. Alright guys, so this is a 20 long. It's actually been set up for a good while, maybe 4 or 5 months. I just have never shown it to you guys. Put new fish in, put plants in, and the plants are actually doing really great. And I'm going to show you guys the only light I'm using on this, and you might be surprised. So let's go ahead and take a closer look at this tank. Alright, so first off, what you can see, there's a ton of jungle val. And I originally started with, that's probably the mother plant right there, this bigger one here. I originally started with just one single plant, and now there's a lot. There's a bunch of these little guys running around everywhere. They're all spreading off of this one plant. As you can see, a runner right there. It's growing great. I'm not really getting any melt back, any die off, nothing. And the only light I'm actually using, a clip-on desk lamp with a LED 5K bulb. That is it. This stuff here, just a little tip, that actually can grow plants really well. Does amazing. The one I have, it's actually really bright too. The one I have, this is a 15 watt bulb. I did originally have a smaller bulb on. It was growing fine, but the tank wasn't fully lit up to the way I wanted it, so I went ahead and swapped it out for a bigger one. And I'm happy I switched it because the tank actually, it's brightened up pretty good. All the plants are getting lit really good. The center of the tank, it's really lit up, but the ends, as you can see, it's a little dark, which is actually what I wanted to make it look a little more natural, because some of the species I have, they do actually want to be in the dark, so I get to see them a little bit more. The stocking on this tank, I have a pair of crebensis. I really love these guys. I originally had a pair of these guys, if you remember, from a while back, and they were breeding for me fine. So I went ahead, I wanted to get into these guys again. I have a albino female right there. She is so pretty. And there is a male in here. It is the regular one. It's not an albino. So I'm gonna go ahead and breed these guys out just for the heck of it, just to see what happens. Now, they have bred a few times. I did not pull the eggs. I left it in because, oh, there's the male. Because these guys are actually amazing parents. Unfortunately, the other fish I have in this tank apparently like to eat eggs. 3 or 4 times these guys have bred for me. Not once did the eggs survive? I got wigglers every single time. All of a sudden, the next morning I come out, all the eggs were gone. And since this guy is out, I'm going to go ahead and show you. Of course, he loves to hide, but I believe this guy here is the culprit. Let's see if we can see him right there. It's a Cynodontis Cynocat. I'm not 100% sure exactly what the name was, but I will leave it in the description if I can remember the name. This guy is actually one of the only hybrid Cynocats. They only get about 3 to 4 inch, which is great. They can actually live in this 20 gallon. I might, once they grow out, I'll move them out. There's actually 2 of these guys in here. I have a pair, but they are really, really pretty. There's a pair of those guys in there. A pair of Gripensis. I got a mystery snail, as you can see this guy here, and a Nerite snail. Now those 2 snails are actually doing amazingly well cleaning this tank. I have a trio of these Cories here. I don't know if you guys can see them. Right there. Of course they're going to hide behind the rock, but it is a trio of beautiful, beautiful Cories. Again, I cannot pronounce the name of these guys, but it's something like Agazi. I'm not too sure, but I will leave the name in the description. Beautiful, beautiful fish. So that is the new tank that I promised to show you guys a while back. Well, here it is. It's just a 20 gallon long with some rock work. And the plants, the substrate is fluorite, Seacum fluorite. As you can see, the plants are doing amazingly well under that desk lamp. So if you guys want a cheap alternative to grow plants, I really suggest you guys check that stuff out. Now on to a new species. So this is the tank where the new species is in. This originally was my 20 high Blackwater tank. Now I slowly converted this back just to normal fresh water. So new species in this tank, you guys can probably see them over there. They're the cutest little things. Let's have a closer look. Right there, look at that awesome guy. Amazon puffers. These guys are so pretty. Look how cute those guys are. I have a group of 3 in here. They are doing amazingly well. These guys, I got these guys a good while back. They were in quarantine for a while, simply because these guys are known. They are wild caught, so these guys are actually known to get to have internal parasites when you first get them. So I went ahead and treated these guys with Prozi Pro, because Canada, it's hard to get meds now, but I assumed it worked because I had them in quarantine, like I said, a few weeks or like a month or something like that. And when I first had them, they were really, really skinny, sunken bellies, and now as you can see, they're really nice and plump, eating really, really good. They're eating snails and bloodworms. They do occasionally just eat the flake once I drop it in, but they go intense when I go ahead and drop in some bloodworms. Snails, this tank was actually covered in snails, no longer is, which is great. These guys, like I said, they're really, really pretty. They're just in a 20 gallon high for now because they are pretty small. As they do get older, these guys can get up to like 5 inch or something along those lines. Once they do get bigger, I'll go ahead and put these guys in a bigger tank. But for now, they're getting along amazingly well in here. Again, this is just a 20 high. They're in with my white clouds, lamb chop rasboras, which are these guys. They are really, really pretty. If you guys are into nano fish, check these guys out. They are really, really pretty. really intense orange on these guys. Look how pretty those guys are. They are in with white clouds, and there are a few small group of rummy nose. Shop in my area put these guys on sale, so I went ahead and snagged a couple of these guys up because they are not that cheap here in town. So I picked up a couple of these small guys here just to grow out in this tank until they get into a bigger tank. But again, that's my 20 high, and those are also my half moon betta right there. That guy's pretty neat. Puffers, beautiful, beautiful fish, Amazon puffers. This little guy here is actually a really new addition. This is a Dumble here half moon betta. We went to the shop here really close by my house. I didn't have no plans of getting any fish, but my daughter, she really wanted this guy. Yeah, she got upset when I told her no, we couldn't really get him. We didn't have a spot for him. Well, Daddy doesn't want to see her upset, so I did actually go ahead and get it. Now, I just put them in this little 5.5 gallon now with snails. These are the snails I will be breeding out, or am breeding out, for the puffer fish. There are a couple small guys in there, snails, but I am breeding these guys for the puffer fish. For now, the betta's in there until I find a better home for him. But for now, that's where he's going to stay. But he is a really pretty betta. Look how nice this guy is. His fins look really good, I think. Really pretty. Really pretty. Alright, I'm going to show you guys one more thing. Then that's going to be it. So the last thing I want to show you. This is the 125 Mbuna setup. I actually just got done rescaping this like a day ago. The tank is still a little cloudy because I kicked everything up. I went ahead and removed a lot of rock, which you can see right there. This is actually going to be for another project. I did actually go ahead and take that rock out about 3-4 days ago. Went ahead, sterilized the rock, cleaned it all up. This is going to be another project you are soon going to find out about, one that I'm really excited about. But for now, just ignore it. And once I took that rock out, there was a big hole over here, if you guys remember how I had it set up. Well, I had finally did something with it. I went ahead, put all the rock over here on the left, what I had left, and this wood fake decoration here on the right. And I kind of like it. I mean, let me know what you guys think. I kind of like it. I see the fish a lot more, which is always a bonus. There are some really pretty guys in there. Really cool. Love looking at this tank. The lighting is not perfect, but I think it's bright enough to see all the fish fine. And the little guy right here, Jax. Jax. Hi. Hi. You say hi? Yeah. He's an early riser, just like Papa. So we get up, we have fun. So that's going to be it for my video today, guys. Like I said, stay tuned. Fish room's going to get broke down, moved around. Of course, I'm going to document everything. I'll show you guys as the progress as I go. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Please, as always, rate, comment, and subscribe. Let me know if you didn't like it. Let me know what I did wrong or what I should improve on. I really appreciate it. A quick little shot of the January 2019 Fish Fam calendar. Don't forget to get yours. It's not too late. Alright guys, thanks for watching.